inside?
We are inside.
Oh, wait.
Inside was the last good Pixar movie, and that's my hot take.
When did Inside come out?
Isn't there one called Inside? Is there not one called Inside?
Inside
That's my
Out?
hot take. Inside Out? Is that
Yeah,
one?
the one with the emotions?
Yeah, that's probably right. It's called Inside Out?
Yeah.
Well, might as well drop the out. No one cares about that.
All right. Kevin, welcome
Yo.
to Crafting a Chat, episode 150.
Oh, 150.
That's not
That's a
possible.
big
This is
number.
the big
Are we doing something
150.
special?
It was 150. No, we're not doing something special, shockingly.
We should do something special.
What?
Did you say special?
Special, guys. We should say something special.
Okay, well, you know, hey, we're doing something special, I guess.
Special
I don't know.
ed,
I don't know
am I
what
right?
we're doing. No, I don't know what we're doing special. Genesis is late. He's probably dead. R.I.P.
FBI brought him in.
Yeah, oh yeah, for his crimes. Against
His
the
life was a
unhoused.
crime.
Wow.
Against
Okay.
the unhoused.
Yeah. All right. I was gonna say we're gonna start with fucking game scores, but since Genesis isn't here and he runs that, we could still do it because I have my own list because I've been following along because I'm an insane man. So let me pull that up. Kevin, I don't know if you were here, or Desinoto, I don't know if you were here. What's this guy's name?
Conclave?
Conclave. Wow, that's okay. We got there, I guess.
I am the conclave. There is a plurality within.
All right. So since he's here, we might go a little long if we talk about what we played. So we're gonna do scores first, and we'll go
don't have
to
the scores.
I can write them down. It's fine.
I'll tell you what I played.
We'll get to that.
We'll get to that.
Yeah.
All right.
Didn't you agreed to this before we started?
The conclave was undecided.
Okay. Do you want to start with what you played?
Consensus, which is another good.
We'll wait for Genesis then. You start. Okay. Conclave. What'd you play?
According to my Xbox Cross Media bar, my PlayStation XMB, is that a thing? Is that what we call it?
Yeah, we can call it that. Whatever. It's fine.
I played Human Fall Flat. This game's been out for years, but they've been updating for years. Fun physics group platformer thing. Puzzles. Who doesn't like it?
Fun.
I recommend it. It was a big with streamers a couple years ago.
Yeah, we've been meaning to go back to it. I'm glad you went back with somebody else.
Yeah, I'd say that's one. You know, maybe instead of switch to Human Fall Flat as a host location for one day. Jurassic World Evolution 2. It's an alright park builder. It's not bad. It's real pretty with the dinosaurs. The world's less so, but the dinosaurs pretty. And Far Cry 3 Classic Edition. You can really see where the Far Cry's came from Far Cry 3, but it's a bit old. It's a bit shit. Only play it if you really want to play all the Far Cry's.
Alright.
That's me. That is me.
Cool. Alright. Kevin, you want to go next?
Speaking of humans falling flat, Genesis is here.
Oh, thank you for the nice welcome. I see I've been replaced by
Conclave.
The Conclave.
Conclave.
I am the Emerald Conclave.
You have replaced Genesis as the host.
Yes.
I appreciate that.
Thank you.
I don't remember that being
I take the
voted
staff with great humility, and
I take the staff with great humility.
I will look back upon your time as an inspiration to our new future.
Nice.
Yeah, I hated that. I hated every second of that speech. It was, ugh.
I thought it was a pretty good speech, honestly.
Yeah, it sounded so corporate, and I hated it.
Oh, that was great. That's the kind of speech I'd give, probably, but okay.
I played 2 games. Diablo 4 and BattleBit Remastered.
Is that new $15 one on Steam that everyone's talking about?
Highly recommend. We'll get to that in a second. And by a second, I mean like probably 45 minutes, 50 minutes, whatever.
Essentially. Something like that. All right, cool.
Those are the only two things you
I
play?
highly recommend. I only played 2 matches, but I highly recommend. The game is wild.
One of my other friends was telling me about that too.
Oh, and
Since I like Battlefield.
it's a 250. I was playing 254 player maps. All right.
Oh.
This hit detection.
Mag?
This hit detection. No, BattleBit Remastered. You listening? Shut up.
Mag?
All right.
That's mad. That's mad.
254
Warhawk,
players, right?
Warhawk.
This hit
Yeah.
detection is the best hit detection in like any first-person shooter to date. Good job, guys. You did it.
I'm amazed by the servers are being full too. I decided
All the servers are
because
full.
I hate
You have
myself
to use
boot up
Quick Play. If you go to the
2042.
server browser, you're never gonna be able to get into a server.
It's amazing. Yeah, I boot up 2042 and half those things are empty. It's over empty. I'm pretty sure
it's
it's an abandoned
crazy.
game made by thousands of developers for millions of dollars. And this was
Yeah,
four-person studio.
4-person studio for $15. Play that game instead.
Insane.
It's so much better.
Very
Everything about it. Oh. Anyway,
nice. Okay.
that's all
That
I
it?
played.
Nice.
You didn't play Call of Duty?
Surprisingly, I don't think we did.
I don't think we did play this week, did we?
Wow.
We did not play this week. I played
Wait.
Final Fantasy a lot, so we didn't play that week.
No, no,
Wow.
we did.
Interesting.
No, we did. We
You
played
guys definitely played.
Wednesday
Oh, just that one night after the was it after the
Or
no,
Friday.
the night after the podcast.
No, it wasn't that for the podcast. You messaged me while I was at work saying there was double XP.
That was Friday, and that was the only day.
Yeah.
Never mind, Adam. I am sorry. We screwed up. We fucked up. I'm sorry.
We did
Almost
play.
forget.
We did
150
Call of Duty.
episode 150.
Yep, 150.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Yeah, I apologize. I screwed up there.
Who's next? Destinoto, get in there.
Boom, there you go.
Do it. Do it.
Well, I'm currently playing this one, but that's later. I played some more Bloodstained. Another like hour or so of Bloodstained I played, maybe an hour and a half. And I fought this dude with a big old sword, samurai man named Zangetsu. And I beat him, and I kept venturing further on into the next area, and then I died. And I was like, oh shit, I should have saved in the save room before the boss.
Oh no.
So I had to kill him again. Yeah. And then I just went around clearing that same castle area again.
This is
A little
dumb.
more. But yeah, still liking the game. It's good stuff. And then I watched new shows. Still haven't gotten to Liza P, but I watched this one show called The Serpent. And it's about this what can I call him? This Indian-born French con man, sociopath, murdering killer, who's also very very sly in his ways. So basically, this man named Charles,
Obraj.
Sobraj, he pretty much went around stealing people's money first. He'd befriend them, make it out that he's this wealthy photographer dude or whatever he wanted to call himself that day, and he would take the people's money, leave, go to the next city, do the same thing. He'd end up escalating that to taking people's identities, taking their passports, forging his picture into their passport and making it seem like he's that person. And it seemed really easy to get away with in the 1970s from what I saw, unless it was just for the movie. But
you could definitely just murder people in the 1970s super easy.
yeah, he's in Bangkok, and he's luring these unsuspecting tourists into his place by offering them um, like cheap gems. Essentially, he was a gem guy, so he knew all about his gems. He knew where to source them from, who to sell it to, how to make a lot of money doing that. And he would lure these tourists in with the promise of hospitality and cheap gems, and he'd end up poisoning them with this medicine that he concocted, um, and do the same thing, steal our identities. He pretty much had a collection of passports, and then once he got found out in Bangkok, he fled to I think it was India. Then he went to Karachi in Pakistan. Then he went to Paris, and yeah, he did a lot of traveling. For all the stuff he did, he really traveled a whole lot, killed a bunch of people. Had his buddy Ajay kill a bunch of people.
I
And
already don't like him. His name is Ajay. I don't like him.
That's too
well,
Far Cry
his
4.
name's not Ajay. That's his accomplice friend.
Yeah, yeah, I know. I'm talking about the accomplice. I don't like him. His name is
Oh,
Ajay.
he's a brown guy, Indian man.
Whoa.
Self-hating there is Edward.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
But this main character guy, he's white as a
Daily.
I like that guy.
as paper, but he's also Indian
Oh,
born.
never mind. Never mind.
So it was interesting. I don't remember if the real dude had that skin complexion, but yeah, it was interesting. I think his mom is from either Nepal or Bangkok, one of those. Maybe Nepal. But then she lives in France. Um, but yeah, it follows that guy. He escaped from jail like 4 times. Evaded an extradition
Yep.
to Bangkok by staying in a Indian jail in I forgot where it was in India, but he got arrested in Delhi, I think. In Delhi, he got arrested there, stayed there for like 10 years, um, and he got out. The extradition expired due to the statute of limitations. And
Love statute of limitations.
yeah, and then
Helped me out a
he
couple
went to
times.
Paris and they gave him a new passport. And he never ended up getting charged until he purposefully went to Nepal and made sure they captured him, but then he ended up the police didn't have any evidence, so he ended up walking out, and right before he walked out, they found some evidence and they booked him at that time.
Police also corrupt, right?
Huh?
Police were also corrupt, right? Wasn't he like
The
paying
police?
some of them? Yeah.
He was paying the police, well, not exactly, because in Bangkok he actually befriended one of like a traffic cop person and was gonna marry his daughter as well, and then he totally just bailed on that, because he already had this other French girl from Quebec that was his love interest at the time. And then in India, I think the prisoners and maybe the guards just liked him. He said they really liked him there. But
I don't like that guy.
yeah, in Nepal is where they actually convicted him and all that.
He sounds like an ugly man. I don't want him.
He was sentenced to life in prison there. But then in 2010, the United Nations human rights people decided he needs some human rights. So they found his trial to be not fair. So they tried him again, and he got sentenced for 20 years.
Too short, give him life plus 20 years.
So I don't know if he's alive still or if he's still in jail. I don't
Still alive.
check. Oh, is he still in jail?
Released in 2022 due to old age.
Oh wow! Look at that. Wow.
Well,
And
should have shot him when you had the chance.
A whole ton of atrocities.
Yeah, horrible human being. Absolutely
Yeah.
horrible human being.
Like,
should have shot him when you had the
damn.
chance.
So many people, so many tourists, so many just unsuspecting travelers came in contact with this man, unluckily. And they either got killed or drugged or
drugged.
Almost died. His last heist was from this group of like 30, I don't know if it's college kids, I think, that came to, they had come to India, and he befriended the professor and the other chaperone person, and those two people had all the travelers' checks and passports and money of all the travelers who were in this little group. So he gave them, he befriended them, he convinced them that, oh, he knows how it runs in India and what medicines you should take, and these people ended up believing him to take this antibiotic, so-called antibiotic, which was like 2 pills that he would give to people to make them sick, essentially. And he gave it to all the 30 people, and they all took it, believing he's this great man,
Messiah,
who randomly helps anybody he can find.
I help people, like slitting their throats.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, it seemed like the police were not really doing much. A lot of people didn't want to. The one main guy, Herman Nippenberg, he's Dutch. Dutchman. He's the one who actually drove the whole investigation himself. And then United Nations Interpol picked it up finally, like after years of him trying to gather information on this guy. Yeah, the show was pretty decent. The girl in the show, the French girl from Quebec, was pretty cute.
She's great. She's in the show Sandman.
Yeah. Yeah, she's real nice.
I think she was also in Doctor Who, Jenna Coleman.
Oh.
Jenna Coleman?
Yeah, she might have been in Doctor Who at some point.
Well, there's that.
Yeah, Clara Oswald in Doctor Who.
Okay.
She's in 1.
Oh.
And she's in The Sandman.
Yeah, that's what I just said.
Excellent. We're in agreement.
All right, good, great. She's great.
Her role in Quackenlooter.
I don't know her IMDb. I just know who she is. Also, my mom watched the show. That's why I know about it.
She was also this year in the play Lemons, 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 Lemons.
Wow.
I wonder if that's about buying a car.
She's also in Xenoblade Chronicles.
Is she...
As the dub for Princess Malia Antiqua, so I'm sure someone here knows who that is.
Kevin?
Was Xenoblade Chronicles on Switch?
It did come out on Switch, yeah. They started on, Wii, and then the 3 came out on Switch, and maybe they remastered.
I didn't play any of them, but I know of them. My friend really likes those.
Cool.
What was the question?
Oh, it was a Xenoblade Chronicle question, and I said you would know. It was a joke, but you weren't here.
Oh.
So, fuck off.
Okay.
Wow. Oh, okay. All right.
He
Hostile.
wasn't here for my joke. I'll never forgive him.
That's true.
Okay.
I watched another episode of Black Mirror. Still such an incredible show. This episode's called Demon 79. And, about this, it takes place in 1979.
Oh, Jesse, right?
Jesse?
Is that the Jesse episode from Breaking Bad? Or no?
Oh, the one where they're driving around. No, that's just always in Philadelphia. They're driving both him and around.
I don't know. I'm asking.
Nobody knows.
Nobody's ever gonna know.
I guess the answer is no. If you
The answer is no. Stop asking questions.
no, he's in Beyond the Sea, episode 3. Never mind.
Oh, you're asking if he's in that episode.
Sir, what? Never mind. Continue.
I was confused. But essentially, this sales system in 1979 in northern England. Really good person, never hurt anybody or anything, never caused anybody harm, but she would, think if somebody treated her in a bad way, she'd have this thought to just slam their head into the glass case and kill them. But she never did any of that. Never did anything bad. And then she comes across this talisman. And if your blood gets rubbed on the talisman, this demon gets summoned, essentially. And he came. I don't know if anybody cares about spoilers for this year.
No, not at all.
No. Well, this demon came, typical demon with the giant horns and scaly skin and huge and very demon-like, came into her living room, and just it's so funny because the way he talks is just it's very comical, the way he is naturally talking to her. He ends up taking the appearance of this one black singer in one of the shows that the girl was watching on TV, and so he's in the house just as with that appearance, and he essentially wants her to. He tells her that if she commits 3 murders each night, or a murder each night, then the world won't end, and it won't go to flames, basically. And so this girl who never killed anybody before has to try and do that before the world ends in 3 days. It was a really funny episode, not because of the killing, but just because the back and forth between the girl and the demon guy.
We didn't think you were a sicko. Don't worry.
We didn't think. We already knew. We were just going, what else is up?
And I forgot to mention last week, I watched a show before called Bloodhounds. It's a Korean, I guess you could just say a Korean drama show. It wasn't really any specific genre. Maybe a thriller, I guess, a little bit. But it's pretty much these 2 Korean fighter dudes. They're in boxing together. They fight, one wins, one loses, they become friends, and then there's this really evil organization that are pretty much loan sharks, the biggest loan shark in that part of Korea. And they're giving these helpless businesses this contract that has really bad terms, and they make it seem like, it's the most favorable thing in the world to them. They sign it, and then they come a day later asking for all the interest that was written on the contract in fine print. And this guy and his friend end up having to go against this whole organization. Really good show. Good show. Heartfelt at times. The camaraderie between the two dudes is pretty good. They end up becoming like brothers. Eventually.
Brother.
Yeah. Really good. Good show.
Anything else?
I think that's mostly it.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Alright, I guess I'll go, unless you think of something else, just interrupt. I played Gas Station Simulator. I'm still grinding the shit out of that. I can finally hit popularity level 9. There we go. Finally did my 3,000 actions. I'm at, 86 hours in the game now. I don't know. I got probably 1 million more to go because I have to do 5,000 things to get to popularity level 10 to get the platinum. So next week I might be halfway there. So that's going great. I didn't play anything else, but I watched season 2 of The Bear, the cooking show, or like restaurant life show. I don't know. It's really fucking good. Highly recommend. Season 2 was great. I watched it all in one day.
You said The Bear?
Yeah.
Oh wow, somebody mentioned that at work today.
Oh, it's so fucking good. The second season just came out. I think I talked about it last week, how I was so excited for the second season. But it came out, and then I watched. It was 10 episodes, and I watched it. Just so many guest stars. I won't go into spoilers or anything. But, like, it's on Hulu, because it's on FX, I guess. But all episodes are out. Oh my god, it's so good. It's so good. Like,
it's a good show.
It's really good. Yeah. Conclave, you still have not started the second season yet?
I have not started the second season. First season, real good. And let me tell you, it just makes you want a sandwich.
It makes you want to eat, but also it stresses you out a lot.
And then you want to eat more.
Yeah. Also, like, everyone, this show is kind of like well liked among people who work in kitchens because they call it the most accurate thing. And I've never worked in a kitchen, so I can't say if that's true as everybody
Dude still
else.
has his mom actually cook for him. That's why he's never worked in the kitchen at all.
Wow. Not true, but okay. Yeah, wow. Okay. Wow. What a fucking random shot that was.
But he still
Just an attack.
He still likes the show, even though he has no kitchen experience.
I just made a steak not long ago. I sent you a picture of it.
Mom cooked it, I bet.
You dick. She did make one this weekend. But wow. That's it. I got nothing else. See ya.
Well, all right then.
I actually remembered a couple things.
Yeah, I figured.
I watched The Pale Blue Eye, Christian Bale movie, very recent, came out last year. It's like a detective movie involving Edgar Allan Poe.
Oh yeah, I almost watched that, and then I thought it looked bad.
Oh,
but it's good to hear that it's pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Christian Bale, great performance as usual.
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah. Then I saw The Mule, Clint Eastwood movie.
Oh, Jesus.
This man is greater than 90 years old.
Yeah.
And he's still making movies.
You could call him that, I guess.
Yeah, he needs to die.
Is blown. Like, he's literally still acting in normal movies. In this movie, he's
acting's hard to say too.
Yeah, I wouldn't
call it acting. He's existing in them.
Yeah.
I don't know. He's walking around. He's driving. He's
CGI.
doing a lot of stuff that I feel
CGI.
like 90-plus-year-olds probably wouldn't even try to do. It came out in 2018, but he's a drug trafficker because he's a really good driver. He's an old white man. Nobody's going to suspect him of anything.
I guess since he has like Alzheimer's, so he just reverts to his younger self thing, which is acting. He has enough money that no one's gonna tell him no. But he doesn't know what's going on. That's my theory.
Well, Bradley Cooper was in the movie. Lawrence Fishburne was in the movie, and Michael Pena.
They'll do anything for a check.
Jesus.
He is on a rampage today.
That was another pretty interesting movie.
How old is Arnold? He's still doing action movies too. He's like 75.
Yeah, but this guy's over 90.
It's true. Not over 9,000 though.
I liked Gran Torino, and that's about.
I love Gran Torino.
Love Gran Torino, it's so good, and that's about as far as my Clint Eastwood love goes.
I always wanted to watch Flags of Our Fathers. Never did.
Yeah, I didn't like $1 Million Baby. I just don't like Clint Eastwood.
Remember when he spoke to a chair like a crazy man?
I do remember that. Oh my god, I remember that so much. That was great.
Mule.
Also, the only thing I know about the Mule, John Mulaney and Pete Davidson on SNL did like a whole thing about reviewing it and just laughing at like a couple scenes. And I just remember that being very funny, so I posted that in the chat. So, if anybody wants to watch that.
Yeah.
Glad you liked it.
Yeah, it was good. I watched The Kingdom. Mostly because I saw Jason Bateman on the picture. Jason Bateman's amazing. He was more like a side character in this movie, though, with Jamie Foxx taking lead. Jennifer Garner as well in the movie.
You mean Elektra? Pretty cool.
Is that her also?
Yeah, she's Elektra.
Yeah, good movie. Let's see. I did watch another show called Black Space, which didn't end up being that great. It was this school shooting that happened in one school in Israel, and the cops were trying to find who did it, and it was.
We know who did it, and they're definitely not in this party right now.
A couple of students from the school.
Not in this party. I didn't do anything.
Totally didn't think of that one.
Genesis did not leave this country at any time in the past school shooting period. No, sir.
I don't know if it's based on a true story or not, but it wasn't that.
I'm based on a true story.
Teenagers being teenagers.
Now teenagers be shooting up schools. Yeah,
Teenagers shooting up schools.
Back when I went to school, the only thing teenagers were shooting up was heroin, and that wasn't at my school. That was at Adams School. So.
He confesses to the crime.
I think that's everything. You said The Bear was on Netflix, or was it something else?
I said Hulu, yeah.
Oh, okay, that's what I was.
Yeah, I mean, I did not watch it on Hulu. I procured it in other ways.
But support creators and writers. Watch it on Hulu.
Absolutely, yeah. I would, but at the same time, I'm not ever going to pay for Hulu. So.
He's a scumbag who still has his mom cook for him.
So. Come on, what?
He also doesn't pay for Hulu. Goes to
I invited you on here. You used my Max and technically my Apple.
Oh man, the scumbag is just berating you. What's your name again? I forgot.
Conclave.
I am the consensus.
Conclave.
I am the conclave.
You're not the consensus. What?
The conclave will reach a consensus.
You're being berated here, man. I'm so sorry. I apologize that.
Berated, brother.
Yeah, you're getting just insulted by this fucking scumbag.
Fucking. Next week you're gonna be called the cunt.
Look, see, look at his
like
language.
Australia. It'd be like Australia.
Actually, the local news accidentally put the word cunt on one of the...
Apparently, it's a word of empowerment now, and people on Tumblr use it as a cool word. So
hey, do me a favor and go call your wife back and get back to us on how empowering it is.
I believe she's asleep, so...
Oh, yeah. Wake her up to empower. You know? Don't do that. I like it.
That's what's wrong with the fucking world. Oh, my God.
She's a different C word, but not like in a bad way. It's just her name, and I don't want to use it.
Alright, we all done
Genesis,
jerking each other off now?
What'd you watch?
Yeah, we're done.
I played Call of Duty with Kevin for one night. I have started Final Fantasy 16.
One night only.
One night only. FF16, just, oh my god, I don't have enough words for FF16.
Do you say FF16, or do you consider saying FFXV1?
No,
XVI?
XVI. That's XV1. It goes Roman, Latin, you know?
Final Fantasy is absolutely... Roman Arabic. Final Fantasy is absolutely crazy. I'm having a great time with the game.
You played the demo, right? So you got your 2 hours in, and then you saw your family, and you're like, oh, this is a nice family, and then you're like, shit. And then you're like, I must get revenge, and that's where you are?
Essentially.
Cool.
Great game so far. Can't recommend it enough. It was, it didn't deserve an 89. It deserves more than that.
It only has an 89.
It's got the curse of Sony on it.
Some people are saying, like, the side missions are bad, but then others are like, they're really good, but like later on. So it seems like the people who didn't give it like a higher score didn't play as much as the people who really liked it. Which is confusing. It's very confusing for reviews.
No, let's just give fucking...
Because you and I were talking about it the other day, and I was like, oh, I don't know if I've seen a negative review either. And then I finally found some.
Yeah, and Eurogamer gave it like a 3 out of 5.
Yeah, well, that's whatever.
Yeah.
The Eurogamer, they're a bunch of Euros, and you know what that means.
Oh, yeah.
There's a bunch of Euros.
I like the one reviewer lady there, or interviewer lady.
I saw something from Eurogamer that's like, there's not enough females, so I'm taking off points. Because they're like, we think more games should be more inclusive. Which might be true or might not be true. That's up to you as an individual person. And really, it's up to the studios and their marketing departments. But,
it is what it is. I mean, it got an 89. It is what it is. I think it's a fantastic game, and, you know, whoever wants to go play...
How do you feel about the party change now, where, you're just one person?
Well, it's fine. I don't have a problem with that. Like, I remember playing as the party in FF15, and to be honest, the gameplay in this game, it wouldn't have been...
wouldn't work.
It wouldn't have handled very well, because it's so action-oriented. You're dealing with multiple enemies on the screen. Your lock-on system is literally like a hack-and-slash lock-on system from Devil May Cry. And the combos that you try and pull off, just if you had to swap between characters, wouldn't work that way. It's not built to work that way. Like FF7 Remake, it's got the Kingdom Hearts style system, so you can pull off combos and things like that with your party because of the different system it's built off of. This is more action and hack and slash oriented. Final Fantasy VII Remake still requires you to manage what you're doing, because you can't just hack and slash your way through certain things. Like, I was fighting one of the bosses in the game, Garuda, the summon, and, you know, she clearly could easily hit me in any point of the field that I was. I just had to mash dodge every time I saw her move, because her attacks covered such a wide field of a wide area, like on the field itself. So that's FF7 Remake. That wouldn't happen. You have specific areas where like a giant boss is going to attack you. So like when you fought what's that thing called in the sewer? Some big
the king or
guy.
the genetic rhino thing?
The genetic
scientist thing.
The genetic rhino thing that blew fire, and
that was a good boss.
Yeah.
Kept jumping around and shit, yeah.
Right, so he had a designated area of attack every single time he would, attack you or your party. I guess that's the biggest difference, I would say, and it works that it's a single player only and not multiple people in the party you're controlling. The only other person you kind of pseudo-control is the dog, because you can tell it to, like, either heal you, jump on an enemy, or, like, maybe take the attention of the enemy away from you for a couple seconds so that you can do something. This game is just, oh my god, it's so good. The action fights in this game between the summons, just normal fights. Oh my god, I was telling Adam the other night, this, the Gerudo boss fight was like a 6 or 5 part boss fight that you get to do, and it didn't ever feel like it was getting stale or it was getting annoying or anything like that. They did such a great job with this so far. I'm not even like, I'm only 20% I think through the game. Like, I'm not even a quarter of the way through yet. I don't know. It didn't deserve an 89, but hey, I'm one person, so whatever. It is what it is. But that's all I did. I didn't watch anything. I didn't do anything else, I don't think. I played Minecraft actually a little bit on the side, which Adam had joined in as well.
I didn't do that. That wasn't me.
Of course. Oh, and I played AIS Omnium File as well. Forgot about that. I did play that last week. I played AIS Omnium File for a little bit, and I'm probably gonna get back to that. But it's hard to drop Final Fantasy right now. It's just so addicting.
Understandable. But, okay. Cool.
Well, yeah, that's it. Adam, you want me to continue leading, or you want to take the reins back from me?
I am the leader. I am the leader. We all had this conversation earlier. And as the new leader, I would like to delegate Z to move us on to the... Genesis. I spelled Genesis with a Z at the end of it, and I'm referring to everyone by their last letter today.
It's okay. That's okay. Yeah, absolutely.
So, if you would listen to me, please, M for Adam at the end.
Okay.
Game scores.
We have a couple things to do today, but at this point, I think, Kevin, do you have any topic for this week?
No. Conclave is saying he wants to do game scores first.
Oh, okay, sure. We'll do that first.
Kevin, we care about your topic, but Conclave doesn't. He doesn't care about any of us. He just wants to score.
Conclave has already come up with his opinion, and correct.
Okay, so let's do game scores for July. I will go over the games, we'll get all our scores, and then what I'll do is I'll go over the scores for June and kind of give where we're all sitting as far as placement goes. The first game that we're going to be reviewing, it's about, I believe only 5 games are releasing in July. If anybody else wants to give me a game that they think we should review, please go right ahead. If not, then this is the only 5 we're pretty much going to do in July. The first game, Oxenfree 2 Lost Signals, coming on July 12th. Kevin, give me a score.
Oh, buddy. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Just to help out, Oxenfree, the first one, has an 81 on OpenCritic.
Thank you, Adam.
I know. I'm going to go 84.
84. Okay. Conclave, give me a score.
No.
Yep,
he
died. He's thinking, I think. He's thinking or he died. He might have walked away. Adam, give me a score.
Why would he walk away? He wanted this.
I don't know. Adam, give me a score for...
82.
Okay, cool. Desinoto, give me a score for Oxenfree.
What was Kevin's?
84.
Oh. 83.
Okay. I'm gonna give this an 81. Conclave, you back?
Yeah.
Score for Oxenfree 2.
82. One more for the second number.
I already said
82 has been taken by Adam.
83, I think, is better than what Adam said.
That's what Desinoto said.
84.
That's what Kevin said? There's the first one.
You know what? I think it's not going to be well received. I think it's been too long since the previous game came out. 78.
Okay, I was about to say, if he says 81, I'm gonna shoot myself. Alright, good, fantastic. Okay, next one. Exoprimal, coming on July 14th.
Yeah!
Oh,
Desinoto's going first. Give me a score for Exoprimal.
Oh, shit.
Is 61 or an 82?
Oh, my God. Ooh, boy.
What are you thinking, Desinoto? What are you thinking?
This is a hard one.
It's a hard one, I agree.
I really have no fucking
I have
idea.
no idea.
Would you like me to go to Adam, and then I can come back to you?
Hey, I would not like to go first either.
It's one of you two guys are gonna go first.
We're the only two people who have played it, and we're both like, man, I could see this. If this came out as a 54, I'd be like, yeah, okay. But if it came out as like a solid 83, I'd be like, oh, good for it. Yeah, that makes sense, though.
Yeah.
It could literally, I'm 75.
Adam going 75. All right, Desinoto, go for it. What you got?
Hold on, please wait.
The gears are turning. What we're waiting for, I don't know.
My turn? Whose turn?
78.
Still Desinoto, 78. Conclave, give me a score for Exoprimal.
71.
71. Kevin, give me a score for Exoprimal.
63.
Okay, I'm gonna go with Kevin, and I'm gonna say 52.
Jesus.
Ooh, we're going Babylon Spy.
I honestly think it's going to either be Kevin's score or Desinoto's score that gets this.
All right.
And there's the big difference between them.
Next game is Pikmin 4, coming out July 21st. Adam, give me a score for this shit-ass game.
91.
Wow.
Ooh, good call.
Conclave, give me a score for
88.
Pikmin 4. 88? Okay.
Curse of Sony.
Yeah, Curse of Sony. Absolutely. Kevin? Pikmin 4.
Oof. Oof.
Kevin, there's no time limit on this one, so.
There isn't. That is correct. Oh boy. 83.
Okay.
Kevin, that was going to be my second pick.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Desinoto, give me a score for Pikmin 4.
87.
Okay. I'm gonna go with a solid 70.
Wow. For a first-party Nintendo game, bold.
Yeah.
I don't like first-party Nintendo games. They're
Well,
not
the first
worth it.
one had a
Like
74.
first party, anything that's not PlayStation.
Pikmin 1? Well, that was decades
No,
ago.
I just don't like anything Nintendo, Kevin. Nintendo games just don't. They don't do anything for me. Zelda got a 96, but here goes Final Fantasy getting an 89. Fucking stupid ass game.
Yeah, that checks out.
Yep. Yeah, if you took Zelda off, I wonder how well the game would do. If you took the name Zelda off and just was a no-name game. Made
Probably
my
really
no-name
well.
Studio. I don't know if it would have.
I think it would have.
What happens if you called it Link?
Yeah, sure, call it Glink.
I
Call it
Glink.
Okay.
Fucking the Glink. You added G to Link.
Glink. I think I should rename it that, honestly speaking. Anyway, Remnant coming out on July 25th.
This is
Kevin, give
Remnant
me
from
a-
Ashes 2.
No, this is just Remnant.
Sequel, though. Sequel.
I
Fuck
don't.
is Remnant?
It's Remnant 2.
It's Remnant 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a weird Dark Souls wannabe
Nope.
shooting
Yep,
game.
you're correct. I forgot to tell
Oh,
you.
we are talking about Remnant 2. Okay.
Yeah, we are.
Sorry. Stupid fucking website
Is
didn't
that
decide to show
sequel
me
to
the two.
Remnant from the Ashes?
I
That is
don't know.
That's the sequel to Remnant from
Let me
the
try.
Ages,
I tried playing that game.
I don't know why
I got
we
to a
needed a
boss
sequel
way
to
too
that
early,
game,
and I
but
stopped
apparently
playing.
we needed one.
Kevin, give me a score for Remnant 2.
Give me a minute, will you?
Fuck off.
Thank you.
Jesus.
You know what? I'm gonna say they do somehow manage to pull off a worse thing. Let's go 73.
Yep. I'm gonna give this a 50.
Jesus Christ, it's not gonna be that bad.
Adam, give me a score for Remnant 2.
I'll go 78. Similar to the last game.
Conclave, give me a score for Remnant 2.
71.
Okay. And Desonoto.
75.
Cool.
Nice.
Alright, we got one more to go here. The Expanse, a Telltale game.
I got a suggestion for another one.
Cool. July 27th. Adam,
Wait
give me a score
turn,
for...
Adam.
Give me... Yeah, absolutely. Listen to Conclave a little bit. He's the leader anyway. Give me a score, Adam, for The Expanse, a Telltale game.
Oh, God. Telltale games have not been hitting lately. I'm going to go 73.
73. Okay. I'm going to go a 90 on this.
What?
Yeah.
Kevin,
Telltale
give me a score for The Expanse, a Telltale game.
76.
Cool. Desonoto, give me a score.
72.
Okay. Conclave, shoot me a score.
85.
Okay. Adam, what is your recommendation for this list?
A game called Viewfinder.
Viewfinder. Okay.
Comes out July 18th. As far as it says.
Oh,
yeah,
man,
July 18th.
If that's true.
Yeah, that's why I was like, I know Kevin's interested in this. So.
What about Fort Solis?
I'll add that on there. Fort
Solis.
Yeah, didn't that just get announced as coming out?
It's August, isn't it?
August.
It's August 22nd. Did you put the date in for that?
Yeah. I thought it was next month.
I have to take off a couple things because I know some things have gotten delayed to next year.
The other thing.
Yes, 2 seconds, sir. No problem. Thank you. I'm gonna remove Fable off here because Fable's not coming out this year. What was the first game?
Viewfinder.
Viewfinder. Okay.
Coming out July 18th.
July 18th. Kevin, give me the game you want to put in here.
Synapse.
Synapse.
PSVR 2.
Got it.
Is that coming out?
July 4th.
Wow.
It actually looks pretty solid too.
Yeah, that's like one of the only.
I'm taking RoboCop out. We're not reviewing that anymore because I don't think that game ever got a score.
It never came out.
Synapse.
Yeah. It was delayed.
Yep, I don't care about it anymore. So.
All right. Well, cool.
We're just removing it once and for all.
It'll come back.
Sure. What was the other game we were looking at? So 2 games have been added. Any other recommendations before I take the scores? Anybody else want to add anything in here? Going once. Going twice. What the hell happened here? Okay, I don't know what that was, but there was a game there that is gone now. But anyway, that's fine.
Where'd it go? Did it fall in a manhole?
It fell in a manhole, yes, absolutely.
Now we need a second game to fall in, so we can save that
I
one.
am going to add a game. I'm going to add The Legend of Heroes Trails into Revier. Coming out July 7th.
Oh, wait, I do remember hearing about this.
Reverie? Is it Reverie or Reverie?
Reverie, yeah, let's go with that.
It's Reverie.
Reverie?
Yeah,
Reviere?
It's not.
It's not French, but okay.
Oh, it sounded like it was French. It sounded much better actually for a minute.
So that game came out on the PlayStation 4 in August of 2020.
Oh, okay, never mind then.
So I don't know if we want to review the PS5 game. It's a port.
I'm gonna add Atelier Marie, the Alchemist of Salberg. The remake.
I we
Sounds
don't
like
do
weird
remakes.
shit. Because the French.
Remakes.
The French is weirdly Japanese, and for whatever reason.
Yeah, Dead Space remake was on here. We did that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we do
Yeah.
remakes if it's a substantial remake.
We did do Final 7 remake.
I'm gonna
right?
take Angerfoot out. I don't know what the fuck that was. That's stupid. What was in there? I'm taking
It's
that
not
out.
Angerfoot's
stupid.
bad.
Fuck you.
That's
You don't know
like
nothing.
one of my most anticipated games.
Angerfoot?
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
you kick everything. It looks so good.
Oh my
Wasn't that,
god.
It's 2024
Alright.
though now, so you
That
can
was the
take
People Can Fly game.
Is it?
It had a kicking. No, that game doesn't. But remember, it had a kicking thing.
Oh
in that one?
yeah. Bulletstorm.
Bulletstorm.
Bulletstorm
That's-
too,
Yeah, that's come out like 4 times already.
But we're not talking.
Bulletstorm. That is true.
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
not.
it's come out. It's now being re-released on PSVR too. It's like, what the fuck?
Is it really? That's funny.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Any other games? Any other games? 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's get out the front door.
We
Okay.
need another Viva
Broke
Pinata
that.
game. Is that Nintendo?
No, that's
No,
Xbox.
that's
Xbox.
Xbox.
Oh, really?
Adam predicted that, but it never happened.
Yeah.
We gotcha.
They're just
Didn't
going to buy
happen.
other companies. They're never actually going to make you a game.
Okay.
Nope. not this
Give
time.
me a score for Atelier Marie. Adam, I want a score from you.
Ah, that sucks for me. I'll say. Oh God. Yeah, let's give it a good old 78.
Okay, I'm gonna give this game a 90.
The fuck?
Kevin, give me a score for Atelier Marie.
79.
Okay. Yeah, Sonoto, can I have a score?
Please hold.
Conclave, would you be so kind to give me a score?
Was there any previous Atelier game? What type of game is an
There's a
Atelier
shit ton.
game?
There's a lot of Atelier
Is
games.
this like a tactical RPG? Is this
It's a weeb game.
the Weeb?
Weeb.
69.
69.
Nice.
It's a weeb RPG.
Where was it ranked on the most 34 posts? Did it make it, that series make it into the list of the top 100?
Don't know.
I don't know.
That's my content for the week, by the way, is that thing. Please discuss that chart and different franchises' respective placement versus where you thought it would be.
So, Sonoto?
I'll send it to you, Kevin.
Alright, thank you. Oh, Adam was in with
79.
him.
What?
79.
It's already taken by Kevin.
I took that.
Fuck.
Listen, you frickin'.
Fuck! God, Christ.
Oh. Fuck. 78.
It's already taken by Adam.
Fuck. 80.
Okay.
Okay.
Adam, give me a score for Viewfinder coming out on July 18th.
I'm gonna be pretty positive on this one. I don't know if I should. It could go either way. Actually, hold on. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. I want to look at something real quick.
I'm giving this game an 62.
Alright. I'm gonna give it an 86.
Cool. Kevin, give me a score.
Viewfinder. Oh boy, I'm gonna go 83.
83. Conclave, can you open up your Conclave and give me a fucking score?
Did we change games?
Viewfinder.
Yeah.
July 18th.
That's not even a real game. That's a thing. A viewfinder's a thing. It's not a game.
No, it's a game.
You are
It's like a
correct.
game.
Honestly, it's a puzzle game. Look it up. You might be interested.
Okay, let me open up my Conclave and I'll look at one single screenshot. I'll give you a number.
Thank you. Desinoto, can I have a score for Viewfinder while he's opening his Conclave?
Look at one screenshot. Give it a number.
72.
What were the other scores?
What'd you say, Conclave? 72?
72.
It was 62, 83, 72, 86.
Oh.
I gave it an 86 and Kevin gave it an 83. We've been actively looking at the game. I don't know if that holds any weight. I'll go to the other scores, but I just throwing it out there.
80.
Got it. Okay. Last one, Synapse, coming out July 4th. Kevin, give me a score for Synapse.
How does Synapse differ from Frozen Synapse?
Synapse. By a lot. Frozen Synapse is a turn-based strategy. This is a first-person shooter in VR. With a skill tree. I think it might be the first time that a first-person shooter in VR has a skill tree. It looks really legit. I'm gonna give it 77.
I'm gonna give this game a 98.
Jesus Christ.
Adam, give me a score for Synapse.
I could write essays on how wrong you are.
Well, remember his scores don't really count because he missed one and shit.
So this is a PSVR 2 exclusive, is my understanding?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna be positive. I'm gonna give it an 80.
80. Got it. Conclave, open your thighs and give me an answer.
What?
Ooh, well, when I open up and look deep inside, I see a 78.
What the hell is happening?
Desinoto, I want you to take your fist and shove it in your ass and give me a score.
Oh my god.
You know, it's another 80.
You can't take 80. Adam already took 80.
Oh, fuck. 81.
Okay. Those are the scores. Anybody want to change a score?
No.
Nope.
Okay. All right. Here is the current standings for 2023's Open Critic score predictions. Some stuff has changed. First place is not, though. Desinoto is still in first place.
What a shit.
His total score is 278 at this point. Conclave, good lord. Conclave has actually closed quite a gap here. He has moved into second place.
Holy shitballs. Wow.
Yeah, you've been doing way better than I have. I've been fucking...
How is that?
Yeah, I don't know, man.
The Conclave has spoken, and the consensus has been reached. Again!
I don't know, man. Things aren't good.
Conclave, you are 19 points behind Desinoto.
Sorry, what was the number?
299. 299. You are 19 points behind.
Oh,
Desinoto.
19 points. Okay, I was like, wait, am I 299 points behind?
No,
I won't be
no.
surprised. But then I'd be real disappointed in the rest of you guys.
Adam has dropped below Conclave. Adam is now in third place.
It's been like that for 2 months.
No, Conclave was a little lower than you.
No, it's been like that for 2 months.
What? Okay. You're at 326, followed by Kevin at 346, and then I don't count, so I'm in dead last at 401. So some of the June games. Let me give you some scores here, just so we kind of hear some of these. Crash Team Rumble ended up at a 69. The one who had actually gotten that was Adam at 68. He was the closest one.
What did everybody give?
I gave it a 60. Desunoto gave it an 81. Kevin gave it a 63.
Shit.
Conclave gave it a 70. So I guess you and Conclave were the closest.
Yep.
Shit.
Not bad.
Final
Surprised no one
Fantasy
said
16.
69.
Final Fantasy 16, I gave it a 97. Desunoto gave it an 88. Kevin gave it a 76. Conclave gave it an 89. And Adam gave it an 86. Conclave was exact at 89.
Damn nice.
Layers of Fears was at a 74. I gave it 82. Desunoto 81. Kevin 80. Conclave 78. Adam 79. Closest one was Conclave at 78.
We're all within one of each other. Look at
that. Park Beyond was another game. 70 it scored. I scored it a 50. Desunoto 75. Kevin 67. Conclave 60. Adam 81. Closest one was Kevin at 67.
Gotta be honest, that one scored way lower than the hype around it led me to believe.
Oh yeah.
That game broke. That game broke.
I don't even know if I know that game.
As you build a park.
Yeah.
Amnesia the Bunker was also released. I did not go over that one for some reason.
All over the place.
In May, so I'll include it in this one. I missed that one. 76 it scored. I scored it an 80. Desunoto 77. Kevin 75. Conclave 76. Adam 72. Conclave got another exact.
Wow.
76.
Look at you.
Let's see. Aliens Dark Descent scored a 76. I scored it a 49. Desunoto scored it a 71. Kevin 78. Conclave 70. Adam 75. Adam was the closest at 75. Let's see here. Let's take a look. Street Fighter 6 scored a 92.
We never saw this coming.
I scored it a 90. Desunoto 84. Kevin 81. Conclave 88. Adam 86. I am the closest at 90.
Capcom.
Another one from May I did not rate was Bread and Fred. Bread and Fred scored a 78. I scored it a 43. Desunoto scored it a 78. Kevin 77. Conclave 72. And Adam 81. Desunoto, you got the exact at 78. F1 2023 scored an 85. I scored it a 50. Desunoto scored it an 84. Kevin 76. Conclave 70. Adam at 81. Desunoto is the closest at 84. The last game for June was Nocturnal. Scored in 78. I scored at another 50. Desunoto scored at a 70. Kevin 66. Conclave 67. And Adam is 75. Adam, you are the closest one to Nocturnal.
Love me my 75.
I don't think... Oh, I missed one. I apologize. Layers... No,
you got
I'm looking at Lies... I was looking at Lies of P. I don't know why
That's
I was looking
September.
at that. Sorry. Yeah. I don't think I missed any at this point now.
No.
Nope, I think
I'm not too far behind, but I'm still behind.
Nope, you're not.
So,
yeah, you're not.
Also, props to Desunoto, keeping the lead for the 7th straight month or 6th straight month in a row. So, killing it.
Yeah, Desunoto. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You're gonna keep everything all the way till November, probably.
Yeah, you probably will win this. You can already tell. But it's just funny how I paid attention to games so I could keep this updated so much. And now I don't even look at them. So now I have no fucking clue some of the games we even talk about. So, hell yeah, man. Hell yeah.
I did miss one other one. I apologize. System Shock Remake was right at the end of May, and I don't think I went over that one. That scored a 75. I rated it at 87. Desonoto 82. Kevin 94. Conclave 85, and Adam at 83. Desonoto was the closest one at 82.
We were all a little high. Definitely
I don't think
lower.
we all ever recovered from Redfall though. Redfall being a 58.
Redfall's at 58 now?
That's hilarious.
No.
Good.
Oh, it's a 57 now.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Jesus.
Yep,
oh, that one really fucked me. That one really fucked me.
Yeah, closest one was Conclave at 72.
I was the highest at 82. Oh, Jesus.
Gollum also fucked us over quite bad. I was the closest at 58. The highest one was Desonoto at 71. It scored a 40.
That is this year's Tower of Babylon, and honestly, it should be worse than Tower of Babylon because at least Tower of Babylon had for Babylon's Fall or whatever the hell it was.
Never mind. It's now a 37.
Damn. Yeah, these numbers change like throughout the year.
Yep.
So.
Yeah,
They'll increase or decrease by 1 or 2 points usually.
Yeah, somehow with that, I fell even further down. I'm at a 405 at 12% of a difference now from the top. So.
Yeah, but you lost less points than us on that one.
Yeah.
Because you did your 50s, and we're like, I don't think it's going to be a 50. Going back, though, guys, we should have.
It's hard for a game to be that bad.
Yeah,
they were.
It's hard, but they rose to the challenge.
Alright, everybody feel good about all these numbers? Anybody need to change anything? Going once, going twice.
Numbers.
I would like to change my Gollum score to a 37.
Ooh, request denied by the Supreme Court.
Oh.
Wow, okay.
He didn't even get anything else but a denial request.
Wow.
Just nothing else, just denial. Here you go, man. You got denied.
It's fucked up.
Alright. If we're all good with that, let's move on to the next thing, I believe, which was Kevin.
Oh shit, everybody, you ready? I'm going to talk about BattleBit Remastered. Alright, first of all, this game better be fucking coming to consoles. Developers, I know there's only 4 of you, but if one of you somehow listens to this podcast, this game needs to hit console.
Last time, somebody definitely listened to us because Adam did that and everything got fixed that Adam had said.
Yeah, that was so weird. I was just telling Conclave about that earlier, too.
Somebody listened.
So BattleBit Remastered, this is a freaking great game. I played a couple of matches today of the 254 player maps. It was absolutely hectic as hell, and I loved it. The sound design is pretty mediocre, but like it works. It's good. Pretty much everything about the game is like mediocre if you really want to get critical about it. Like the graphics are basically Roblox, but it's fine. Because here's the thing, the game works, and the game plays very well. And the game has mechanics in it that Battlefield wishes it had. I'm going to give you one right now. Alright, you're a medic in a squad, right? Dude gets shot in front of you. What do? Oh, you're going to revive him, right? No. This is BattleBit Remastered. We thought about things. You freaking hit the F key. You drag that person's body back. Then you revive them. Because you could drag. You can drag bodies around all over the place. So you can bring them into places where you could potentially heal them without getting shot at. You've got deployable objects that you can build. It's kind of a weird system to do it, but like, I'm sure they'll make it a little easier. But you use squad points for some of that stuff. You could use squad points to call in supply drops, which is basically health and ammo. My one big gripe, I feel like the equipment is a little hard to see. Right now it's just black, which does stand out. But if you don't know where to look for it, you're gonna like walk past all this shit that like you're supposed to notice and use. I think they could make it like either have like a colored triangle over it that's a little bit more noticeable, like the ones over people, because the equipment the claymores and stuff on your team and like landmines, they'll get little green triangles. Your teammates have like these giant blue ones over their heads, but like it's not enough. And they don't seem to mark the ammo boxes and health boxes that different classes can drop. So I think that can be a little bit more visible. But that's really my only complaint so far. Vehicle health seems to be very good. Vehicles are not overpowered. Explosives are not really all that overpowered either. The building destruction is very good because like buildings take a few hits per like huge chunks of them to be blown away. The like height of the player model is really good too. Like when you're looking out a window, it's really just like your head and your shoulders that are being exposed, which like isn't really true to real life in most cases, but like it's fine. It works for this game. Hit detection is absolutely fucking incredible. There wasn't a single shot where I was like, oh, that should have hit. No, that just everything hit that should have hit. So good job there. Weapon damage is oh boy, you think the kill times in Call of Duty are fast. Hot damn. You get some pretty good damage out there with all the guns. But the fire rate on guns is actually like closer to real life. You can burn through ammo very quickly. And speaking of burning through ammo, this game doesn't do like you have 30 rounds and like 280 extra or whatever the hell. You have magazines. So you fire, let's say you have a 30 round magazine, you fire 20 and then you reload. You have two ways to reload. You can either tap reload and you'll keep the magazine with 10 shots, put a new one with 30 in, or you can hold down the reload, it'll go quicker, but you just drop the magazine. So that's just gone. You can't pick them back up, that's fine though. That's not really like a broken game mechanic, it's just a balancing thing, which works out really well. If you decide to take the longer reload though and hang on to your magazines, you can go take cover somewhere, and there's a button dedicated to emptying magazines and putting those bullets into others to like consolidate and make as many full magazines as you can. The logic for it is it's not like just taking out of every empty magazine. It will go, or not empty, but like lower count magazines. It will go magazine by magazine. So the more magazines that you have with partial amounts of bullets in it, the longer it will take you to even out all the magazines and max out as many as possible. But it's a really cool mechanic to put in there. Yeah, I don't know. It's super fun. It runs really well. Granted, like there's not really much to run. It's very primitive graphics, but like you can tell what's going on at distance. There's a slight red highlight on enemies. Very slight, but it does make them stand out against most environments. The foliage and everything looks really good. It can obscure people and whatnot. Smoke grenades are incredible. They're real dense. Not really a whole lot to complain about in this game. I'm having a lot of fun. The voice chat isn't cancer because it's all like proximity and whatnot, as opposed to like just having hundreds of people just yelling at each other. Everybody's really doesn't say much of anything. They're just more or less are calling out like medic, or they're asking you like, hey, where'd you get shot from? As they're like healing you or whatever have you. Yeah, good stuff. Oh my god, the vehicles in this game. So the maps are like a little bigger than most Battlefield maps by like today's standard, but there's a whole ton of vehicles in your base when you spawn into a map, and everybody just hops in and starts driving all over the place. And you look at the map, it's really freaking funny to watch all these cars driving all over the place. Good stuff. I don't think I would ever play a smaller map. I actually do really like the 127 versus 127. The chaos of it all is just great. And they really did balance the ticket counts quite well. These games don't take like 2 hours to play or anything like that. It took me about half hour, maybe 45 minutes, but no more than that to finish a match. And then you start out at like 2,800 tickets or something like that. So Yeah, good stuff. Highly recommend. $15.
This is only on PC currently, right?
Only on PC currently. I really hope they do console release. It's doing gangbusters. Every server on that server list, I played at noon today, and every server was full. I had to play. I had to choose quick play, so the game tried to automatically like join servers for me. What did you say about Squad?
Did you ever play Squad or try?
I did play Squad. Yeah, I did play Squad.
Because it sounds like this kind of almost hits that same general idea Squad, not maybe as precise or as complicated, but a lot of the same things at a much cheaper price and a lot easier to get into.
Yes, all of those things, and that's what makes it amazing. Squad is much more. You got to put some time in to figure out what the hell you're doing. This is more like the learning curve of a Battlefield game where you can jump in, and then as you're playing, you'll start to like understand. Oh, I shouldn't be doing things like that. I need to do things like this. And it's just the sheer amount of players. It's really cool because you get like this false sense of security sometimes where like, oh man, there's like 40 of us here that just took the C cap point, so like I'm gonna be safe to walk up on this roof, and then you get a freaking sniper shot to the head because you have no fucking clue where the hell that guy is. Good stuff.
The reloading seems like it's a nightmare to somebody like me who just consistently reloads in Call of Duty. Like, I have a bad habit of reloading way too often. Every shot that I take.
I do normally too, but when I saw how they were doing the ammo, I was able to adjust. I don't know how it would affect you or not, but like you would basically be balancing out your magazines. I think you would really like it, Genesis.
Yeah, I'm gonna. If it comes to console, 100%, I'd probably give it a shot. Another question. So the thing of balancing the magazine, is that like an animation that plays that you just see a dude like balancing his magazines by emptying bullets into like one versus the other?
It's not that detailed, but you're like fiddling with magazines. So there is an animation for you doing it. It's just not detailed or accurate at all.
Fair enough. That's what I wanted to know. I was like, am I just gonna walk into the battlefield, I see some random dude sitting on the ground just fiddling with a bunch of bullets in a magazine, trying to put it in one and the other?
But like
fiddling with his
the fire rate, I can't stress this enough. So like the fire rate in this game of like, let's say the MP7, you can blow through the entire magazine in like a second and a half.
It's very fast.
Fire rates on guns are incredibly high. Like they're much closer to how they are in real life, as far as as far as my understanding is. I never fired a weapon, but I know video games tend to dial that back, especially games like Counter-Strike. But it's like for design.
Is that just
reasons.
To balance like gameplay and stuff?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Whereas this is
some guns just outclass one another.
Well, they would. It'd be a nightmare to balance like damage and stuff. But when you have like a much larger scale game, distance balances that. You know what I mean?
Got
it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Vehicles are fun as hell too. In that game, they're the what you call it, helicopter like Gatling guns. They sound really cool. Like.
Nice. Anybody else have any questions for
Kevin? Tank with landmine today.
Do you think they're going to raise the price?
No.
Games have done that in the past year or two. Kind of like we're in early access. When we come out, we go up by $5 or $10.
I don't think they will, and here's why. This game has like sold gangbusters, so I don't think they have to raise the price. I think if they were to like release some sort of expansion, like a paid expansion or something, maybe it costs more, but I don't think they're going to raise the base price of the game.
Have you played the top-down?
What's it called?
Big Foxhole?
I haven't played Foxhole. I don't know that I would like it. It looks really like, I understand the appeal to it. I just don't know that I would get into it. But I've seen a lot of people streaming it before. Looks good.
Okay. Yeah, it almost seems like kind of like a parallel, kind of like very reduced graphics, but more in depth than people give it, first thoughts for. big team, big war battles.
The top-down throws me personally.
I'm with you.
Because like the premise of that game is really cool, but like the top-down just restricts your field of view by so much, and I don't know how that works in a military game. Like if it was a Diablo game, like a hack and slash, okay, fine, I'm melee, I don't give a shit. Like if I can't see as far, I can't see as far. But now you got like rifles and grenades, and it's like, But I mean, obviously it did well. People are still playing that game.
No further questions.
Oh.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Alrighty. Well, Kevin, you got anything else you want to talk about this week, or?
I don't think so. Do I have anything else? No, I do not have anything else.
Alrighty.
Next week, The Long Dark. Look forward to that.
Okay. Looking forward to it. Adam?
I don't know, PlayStation keeps releasing all these games as like free. And I'm like, oh damn, I wanted to play this game and I didn't want to pay for it. Sweet, here we go. Oh yeah, me too.
Adam, you're up. Go for it.
Hey, it's me, guys. By the way, I forgot that I watched something earlier that's not related to the topic I have, so I'm going to quickly talk about it. I already texted Destinoto about it because he's also a fan. I watched Extraction 2. I liked it more than 1. I thought it was very funny. Not funny. I don't know why the fuck I said that. I thought it was very
good. Child kidnapping. He thinks it's a funny topic.
No child kidnapping. Well.
Oh. Was that?
No, I don't. I'm not counting that. There's not really that happening in this. He's just extracting a family out of prison.
He's just doing his job. Let him work, man.
Also, this man fucking died in the first one. No, he was dead. And then he's like recovering, and I'll give the film credit. They give him time. They give him some time to recover. But his leg's still in a brace, his arm is still in a sling, and then they're like, you got 6 weeks to get back into shape. Then he pushes some logs, and he cuts some logs, and he does some push-ups, and then all of a sudden he's ready to go. And let me tell you what, the action scenes in this one, way better than the first. Basically, the coolest action scene in the first one, they kind of were like, hey, remember that one shot we did in the first one that everybody loved? Let's just make 3 action scenes in this movie, and 2 of them will mostly use the one shot. And they accomplish that. Literally, the prison fight is probably like 20 minutes long. It's really long. But yeah, I really liked it a lot. Even the story I was kind of into. Like, there was a character where I was like, oh, they're going to fucking die. But then they didn't. So, crazy. Highly recommend Extraction 2. It's on Netflix. Anyways, guys, we're going to talk about the games we recommended, or the movies and the TV shows. Kevin, did you watch Captain Phillips?
I did watch Captain Phillips.
Kevin, what did you think about Captain Phillips?
Yeah, so Captain Phillips was a good movie overall. Really
Hold on. What?
It was a good movie overall. Really enjoyed it.
Oh.
Man, that movie just gets right into it, you know?
Yeah.
And the only thing about this movie, toward the end, I have no idea what happened to like time and space. You got this little boat, alright? You got this lifeboat that's only 130 miles from shore. And you got a U.S. destroyer 800 miles away from the little lifeboat. Now, the little lifeboat is not going in a straight line away from the destroyer. It's going to go at an angle towards shore. So the destroyer has to cover even more, because that's how triangles work. Now, actually, no, it doesn't. I think it covers less overall, but hey, it's not by much. Somehow, the destroyer gets to the lifeboat in less than a day. But in order for that to happen, mathematically, it would have to go faster than any destroyer has gone to date. Because the top speed, according to Google, of a U.S. destroyer is 45 knots, which is about 54 miles an hour. But we can't forget that the lifeboat is also going, and those kind of free fall lifeboats at full cargo capacity can go up to 6 knots. So it would basically I mathed a whole bunch of shit out with that. Unless the currents, which they did say they're going into the current, but both ships be going into the current. Now the destroyer should wind out a little bit, but like it shouldn't be by a whole lot. They basically arrive at the shore at about the same time. We don't see that, but that's okay. Also, it takes less than a day. But that aside, it was very good. It's a good movie. I feel like a lot of the characters were kind of dumb in what they did, but we're gonna just put that on nerves. And I'm glad I watched it. I don't know why it took me this long to watch it, but I really enjoyed it. I'll probably watch it again at some point. It was a tense movie.
Favorite scene is when he's rescued and then he's like, okay, like being taken care of by the medic.
Oh, yeah.
Love that scene.
My favorite scene...
It's clearly shock, and that lady who's a medic in that scene is a real medic.
Oh, okay. The, I don't even know if you call it a scene. My favorite, like, time section of the movie is when they're searching the ship.
Oh, yeah.
That whole thing was tense as hell. I loved it. Brought me back to, like, Hurt Locker.
Oh, interesting comparison. Cool.
I don't know. It comes out of the gate as like a movie of like, you don't know who's gonna live. You don't know if anybody's gonna die. Like you don't know who we care about. Now come on the ride with us. Which is kind of like what Hurt Locker did when they did the first when it got to the first scene with a bomb in the car. He had to like take apart the entire freaking dashboard to get to the thing or something like that. I forget exactly what part of the car he was taking apart. But like it's taking longer and longer. There's all these people who keep like looking, they're pointing, there's people like hopping on cell phones, and the poor guy who's trying to like watch him and cover him is like, all right, I can't look at all these directions. You need to like hurry up or we're out of here. Good stuff.
Good recommendation.
But I really do. I like sorry, I gotta keep talking. The God, what the hell? Mind games, we'll call it. That Captain Phillips and the Somali guy Muse, something like that. They were playing with each other while they were on the frigate. That was good stuff. Yeah, that was good stuff. The mind games kind of fizzled out into words. I don't know. Everybody got like super tired as the movie went on, and it was like visible that everybody was just thirsty, hungry, sleep deprived, and they weren't making like smart decisions anymore. They were thinking they were out mind gaming each other, but really you're sitting there like, huh? What? Why would you do that? Okay, sure, we're gonna roll with this. And the Navy's like, yeah, here, let's tell you how bad of an idea this is. And oh my god, I thought when they gave him the uniform to put on, I was like, oh man, are they gonna like have some crazy ass like device inside this uniform that the sniper's gonna be able to see like through the wall, and they're gonna use depleted uranium rounds to just shoot through the fucking thing and kill the other three? And that was wrong. That was wrong. So there you go.
Cool. All right.
I knew nothing about this actual event either, so like I went.
Yeah, the movie's not that
blind. Accurate. It's not that okay. I didn't think.
No, the crew sued the real Captain Phillips because he was not a hero. He was kind of a loser. They did not care for. They didn't care for the movie. Nobody was happy with the film.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
so.
Just don't look at that.
Yeah, don't look at that. Don't look at that.
It's still a good movie.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Anybody else do anything that was recommended to them?
I did not have anything recommended.
Genesis, you did, just not this week.
Yeah, I had older stuff, not last week. I had older stuff.
Oh, okay. So you did have things recommended. I just wanted to point that out. So.
I did not have anything recommended last week, but I had things recommended before. I did not do anything.
Rip.
There you go.
Okay.
Alright, who else we have?
Desunauto. You do anything?
Did you eat shit?
Whoa.
Did you fuck a cow?
Did he die?
My God. Adam, what did you do?
Did you eat a cat?
I watched Courage Under Fire.
Okay.
A film I thought I'd never seen, and I'm pretty sure I still have never seen it. I mean, I did watch it. But as I was watching it, I mean, I'm just gonna spoil it. Because it's fucking old.
Oh, yeah.
As I was watching, I was like, oh, okay, we're investigating this lady, and it's like, cool, we're getting some stories and stuff. Oh, Matt Damon, that's cool. Lou Diamond Phillips, like that. And we're getting this story about this lady, and I'm like, oh, did she do something? And then once the first person told the story, I was like, they fucking left her to die. And I was like, man, I hope I'm wrong. And then the movie just kept going on, and I was like, they fucking left her to die. And then at the end, where Matt Damon, a junkie, huge weight loss, was telling the story of what really happened. And that one guy screams, she's dead! And he's just looking at her, and it's in slow motion. I'm like, oh, I've seen this scene before. Like, I don't, it was probably in a YouTube, like, film I watched or something. But, like, I was like, oh, shit. Like, weird. But at the same time, I was like, they fucking left her to die. But it's so funny how, as I'm watching the movie, I'm like when it finally gets to that, and then it's showing, like, what happened, it reminded me of, I don't know if it was a show or a movie, but where somebody's, like, convicted of, like, it might have been a Columbo episode, where they're like, hey, you did the murder, and their excuse is, you know, in that second I realized that all my problems could go away if I just did this and killed that person. And this guy, he shot her, but she could have lived. But all he had to do was say she's dead, and then the U.S. Army took care of it. Like, and I'm like, damn, that's crazy. Overall, I thought the movie was kind of boring.
Okay.
I wasn't interested in Denzel Washington's character as much as I wanted to be. Like, I thought the beginning was kind of interesting, and I know he made a mistake. But then at the end of the movie, it's proven that he made a mistake, but then he had a great call of having the tanks turn their lights on, and then him, killing the enemy tank and saving, like, everybody else. But at the same time, like, shockingly, I don't think the emotion was there enough for Denzel Washington. Like, I know he's, like, a military stoic man, and, like, he just refused to have emotions. But they played up his drinking like it was a huge thing. But every so often, he would just pull out a little bottle, pour it into a cup, and then gently drink it. And I'm like, alcoholics don't do this. Then there's one scene where he's just chugging a bottle down after waking up. And I'm like, damn, that's alcoholism. But that's the only real alcohol scene. And I'm like, I feel like they could have dived into this a little bit more. So I just didn't... I didn't know the friendship he had. Like, everybody kept saying, like, I know you guys, he was, like, your best friend. I'm like, was he your best friend? Like, you barely talked about this guy. Like, I didn't know them for that long. Like, a couple of establishing scenes would have been fine. If this movie was, like, 30 minutes longer and had a little bit more backstory to him, I think I would have liked it more than it just opening with the tank scene. But at the same time, I'm like, man, this movie reminds me of like that one movie with Tom Cruise, The Last Samurai. And I'm watching, I'm like, why does this remind me of that? Same director. That's why it reminded me of it. Where it's just like a lot of quiet moments, a lot of like nothing's happening. I like The Last Samurai a lot more. But overall, I think it was still a good movie. I'm glad I watched it, and yeah.
All right.
I literally just watched it today as well. I was trying to find a good day, and I was like, I'm just gonna watch it like Tuesday before the podcast because it'll be easy. So,
yeah.
There you go. All right, Death Note, did you return?
Wait, did you have another movie?
Courage Under Fire. I did not have another movie.
Oh, I thought I recommended two to you. Oh,
you did not. Only Courage Under Fire. Last time you recommended Miss Sloane and Into the White. I recommended Miss Sloane to Death Note. I don't think you watched that, but
I did not watch that.
Shock.
I didn't write it down.
Yeah, no, I know. It's fine. Genesis said he had no recommendations, so.
Nope.
Shut up.
Anybody else do anything?
Well, I played the Fade to Silence thing for a little bit.
Oh yeah.
It's a game.
It's a game.
At the start, I was greeted with a very large, dark spirit coming out of my body, and then it went back inside my body, saying that I lost and had won.
It's usually a penis coming out of your body, but okay.
Wow.
And then I was in this dungeon, found a torch, and I walked out, and apparently I left my daughter by herself, and she got engulfed in this giant demonic spear thing. So I had to cleanse the pillar spear thing, and my daughter came out, and she was fine. And I don't know, this game's not very polished, but for some reason they have your footsteps tracking in the snow.
What the fuck?
Leaving a trail, not actual footsteps, but like footstep trails. Not like Last of Us Part 2 level.
Yeah.
But yeah, then I feel like there's a bit of an input lag. I don't know if it's actual, it might be frame lag every time I move the camera, but it just takes like a half a second to turn. Combat is alright, it's pretty standard, square weak attack, triangle strong attack. I'm walking right behind a deer right now to try and kill it. Oh, I can't hit it with the stick, I need a bow. Okay. Let me go. I have a torch, and I tried to hit it with a torch, and it didn't do anything, it just said you need a bow.
Alright.
So, I mean, maybe I'll try it for another 20 minutes. It's like I see an idea here, but it doesn't seem like it's very well executed so far.
There was an idea.
But thanks for the recommendation, though.
Yeah.
Then we hit it with a car.
Ah, fuck! I forgot to talk about Secret Invasion. I don't care. We'll talk about it next week.
We can talk about it next week.
Alright, cool. I'm glad you tried it. I'm glad you're willing to keep going. You do anything else?
From the wheel?
Yes.
No.
If you had something else, we already talked about that earlier, remember? About what we played and what we watched. So we had anything else.
Not from the wheel.
Kevin, did you ever play AI Somnium Files that you had recommended last week?
I have not yet.
Okay. Alright, well, it looks like everyone's one behind. at least.
Are you one behind?
No, I'm not.
So you're not everyone then.
Look, almost everyone's one behind.
Right.
So.
All right. Well, we can use. Did anybody want to recommend, or we want to use this week to kind of just do the one behind and finish it up?
I would love to recommend.
Okay, Kevin, go ahead.
Adam, how many movies do you want?
Kevin, how many you got?
Oh, I don't know. It depends on how many you've seen already.
Yeah. Honestly, just start listing them. We'll go from there.
All right. Have you ever seen Prince of Egypt?
Yeah, I don't like it.
Okay. Really?
Yeah. I just don't like Bible stuff. So honestly, anything that's even closely related, I fucking hate it. Because it spreads lies. You know what I mean?
Yeah, sure. What
I
about
understand the Bible because you understand the Bible.
Thank you.
No. What about Dr. Zhivago?
I have not. Is that streaming anywhere?
I don't think so.
Dr.
Kevin, you gotta do more research into these.
I know I do. I'm looking at it now, and it doesn't look like it. But I don't have all the connections you have, you know?
And I got a lot of connections.
Wait. HBO Max?
That doesn't exist anymore.
Well, now it's
just
Max.
called Max.
Doesn't look like
Max.
Google lied to me. Good.
Kevin, just to let you know, there's a TV show called Dr. Zhivago that came out in 2002 as well.
Dr. Zhivago.
I'm gonna watch that instead.
No, I'm talking about the movie.
I know you are.
Dr. Zhivago is back to Dr. Zhivago, and Dr. Zhivago is part of Dr. Zhivago.
Thank you.
Uh-huh.
Kevin, unfortunately, this does not look like I can obtain it.
Well,
Dr.
I own
Zhivago.
it. If you would like to obtain it from me.
Seems like a lot of work.
That's a different thing. It is a lot of work.
Get up and do it.
This is on a few free things.
Get up and do it.
Next thing. Arbitrage.
Oh, hold on a second.
Arbitrage.
I think I'm not playing this game anymore.
Kevin, Dr. Zhivago is 3 hours long?
Yes.
Jesus Christ, I found it. So.
Alright.
I'll add this. Oof. This might be one I don't finish, but I've never not really finished the movie. But okay, let's add it. Alright, what else?
There is an intermission if they kept that in.
I hope they do.
Arbitrage?
I see Arbitrage. I'm gonna
He's still doing that, huh?
I have not seen Arbitrage. I might own this.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think my mom owns it.
It's streaming on like Tubi and Pluto and crap. Which I think you can just go on.
Yeah.
Pluto.
Okay, Arbitrage. Alright.
Oh my god, I had another one. Now I don't remember what that was. Did I ever make you watch Big Red 1?
Big Red, Big 2,
Call of Duty?
3, Big 4.
No, the movie.
Is that an old one?
Yes. With Mark Hamill and
no, we've talked about it quite a few times though.
Oh, dude, recommend that.
Okay, Big Red 1.
That is supposedly also on Tubi?
Yeah, it's on Tubi. Alright.
Big Red 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10,
there's plenty of movie for you, because I think it's another almost 3-hour movie.
Yeah, Dr. Zhivago is probably going to be like... That might be a... We'll see what happens with that one.
If you know what?
It's on the list.
I'll recommend
Too late.
I recommend it as a friend. Oh, okay. Alright, never mind.
It's on the list.
I recommend it as a friend.
Anybody else have any recommendations or?
That is a version.
He's having a stroke, so.
You said you wouldn't watch episodes of Black Mirror separately, right?
Yeah, I like. There's lists online of like which are the good episodes, but if you have one recommendation, I couldn't. I'll do it because this is
I
supposed
feel
to
like
push
they're
people out
all
of their houses.
good.
Yeah, no, I disagree with that, but all right.
They're all good in their own ways.
What's
They're
your
all
favorite one that you think I'll like?
okay. Hold on.
Arbitrage.
Yeah, the movie Arbitrage came out in 2012. Richard Gere looks pretty good.
See, I like a lot of them.
Yeah, it's not gonna work for me though.
You know what? Genesis.
What?
Hey.
Hmm.
Since you're over there having a stroke, I'm recommending a game to you.
Arbitrage.
I haven't even played this game, but I'm recommending it to you anyways.
Okay.
I recommend The Long Dark. Get on that.
The Long Dark. Where do I find that? How do I play it? What do I
PlayStation
do?
Store. I don't know what plus
Where do
level
I
you
find
have, but I
that?
have extra and it's on there. So.
Just premium.
Okay.
Until like almost 2030, Kevin, so you're gonna be okay.
Oh, is it?
Well, he has it, so.
Oh.
His goes
I
on for,
have premium long time.
yeah, a really long time.
Premium going to outlive me. I will die before premium is done.
True. Very true.
I will be long gone by the time I premium finish.
Okay, hold on. There was an episode about relating to gaming called Playtest. They had this whole like
Don't even describe it, just tell me what it is.
okay. Playtest. It's in season 3, episode 2. Looks like. That was a pretty fun episode.
Black Mirror, season 3, episode 2, Gamers. I'll find it. It's on Netflix, but I'll find it. Alright, anybody else want to recommend anything to anybody? Preferably not me. I have about 9 hours of content to consume, and that's just one of the movies Kevin recommended.
Adam, I want to recommend you something.
Yeah, sure, man. What do you want to recommend me?
Adam, what do you recommend me?
Adam, I want to recommend you to continue to do what you're doing. Adam, I'm not recommending you anything. Kevin? Oh, God, Kevin, what the I'm gonna recommend you. Have you played the demo for FF16?
I have not.
I'm gonna recommend you the demo of FF16.
Kevin, you now have 2 games from Genesis.
Yeah, I do.
So.
I want you to try the demo out for Final Fantasy 16 and tell me what you think about it.
Alright.
Cool, great.
Adam,
right.
I wanna recommend you Dilsey.
Genesis, I literally just watched that.
Yep, but you watched that. I'm gonna recommend it to you now.
I'm gonna recommend it to you.
I don't want to watch that.
It's not a choice! No, you're behind. And honestly, you're kind of turning into Destinoto. So I'm not gonna...
I'm only 2 behind.
You think you're 2 behind?
Yeah, Jormungand and the
Sir, you forgot Lock and Key.
Oh, 3 behind.
And also Overlord.
Oh.
And John Wick.
No, he saw John Wick and then the Raid 2 Quiet Place. They were all in one. He only had to watch
one.
So you're 4 behind.
Oh.
So, and Destinoto, you're 1, 2, 3,
Arbitrage.
4, 5 behind. I don't know.
I have something for Kevin.
You have a recommendation for Kevin?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right, Kevin. What's that
Now, will Kevin watch an episode of Black Mirror?
Yeah, I'll watch an episode of Black Mirror.
Oh. Did you see any of season 6 yet?
No. I've only seen episodes from 1 and 2.
Oh. Okay. Well, season 6, the first episode I saw was really interesting. It's called Joan is Awful.
Okay.
Yeah.
Season 6, Joan is Awful. Okay.
Yeah. That's the one you explained last week?
Yeah.
I wasn't paying attention, don't worry about it.
Yeah, no, we know. I was just curious. I was, but, you know. Alright. You want to recommend a Black Mirror episode to Genesis?
No.
What do you mean, no? The only thing banned to be recommended to you is anything Ubisoft. Anything else is fair game.
No.
Fucking, I had to play Call of Duty. You have to fucking watch an episode of Black Mirror that's recommended to you, you piece of shit. By the way, I stopped watching The Days. I was like, I don't care about this. I'd rather watch a 45-minute documentary.
Oh, no.
Yeah. I think because I just am familiar with the incident, and I didn't care about any of the characters, and I've just not been inspired to go back.
He's starting to bark. Is it to be concerned?
No, he's fine. He's probably.
Genesis could watch playtest as well. I think he'd find it interesting.
Alright, Genesis. You get the same episode as me, my guy. We do a double review.
Yeah.
You sound kind of happy there. Great.
I think Genesis would appreciate that episode.
Great. Just a heads up, Destinoto, you will get no points for this if you do not do 2 things by next week. So.
Oh shit, okay.
You have a lot of options to choose from, I remember that much.
You got a lot of options.
What was the thing from last week?
I recommended the movie Miss Sloane. It's on Max.
Okay.
Didn't I also recommend Rogue Legacy 2?
Yes, you did. Yeah, Rogue Legacy 2 is also a game recommendation.
9.36. What the fuck is that?
To me?
Game? Yeah.
What the fuck is this?
Yeah, there's a lot of recommendations.
What the fuck is that?
Did Rogue Legacy 2?
Yeah, Rogue Legacy 2. It's on Extra.
I know it's infected.
Oh man, I haven't recommended anything to anybody.
Arbicules.
Hold on, I want to recommend something to somebody. Give me a second here.
Arbicul.
Yeah, it's probably gonna be you, Kevin, because everybody else sucks.
What is wrong with you? Do you need help? You need therapy?
Arbacul.
Yeah, he does. He's trying to summon demons over
here. Kevin, have you ever played Omno?
Fuck is Omno?
It's a game. Have you ever played it?
No.
Kevin Omno. It's
I don't know how to spell it. Hold on.
OMNO. It's on Extra.
OMNO.
Arbacul.
Okay, intriguing. Alright.
know. I feel like that could be one for you.
Alright.
Machi.
Great. Does everybody know what they have to do and what they have to make up and what's going on?
The makeup.
Machims.
Genesis, do you want to recommend anybody else anything, or you good? You happy?
Nice.
Great.
He's okay. He's fine.
Great. Everybody else happy with what they have.
Nice.
Cool. All right, that's the wheel. Anybody has any questions about their recommendations throughout the week? Hit me up. Most of the time, I'm not near the Excel, like during the work week, but when I get there, I will provide you an answer. Like Kevin, he texted me last night. Woke up this morning, I saw it, showered, and then I turned on my computer and I looked at the Excel and texted him the answer he needed. So there you go.
What is that? Always there for me.
Always there for Humsala.
He's getting ready to push me off a cliff.
Yeah.
He's gonna push you into some arbakul.
Great.
You don't even know what that is.
Cool. All right. What is up with that cackle?
You grunty from Banjo-Kazooie.
Kevin just goes, you don't even know what that is.
Your laugh has completely changed the last couple weeks. I don't know why.
Alright, well, metamorphosize into the Power Rangers. Alright, that's it for this episode of Crafting a Chat.
He's trying to invoke the powers of Raoul. Oh.
Okay.
You gave him asthma.
I've not contracted asthma. I've contracted arbakul. That's what I've contracted. That's what I have in my soul.
Sure you have.
It
Yes.
sounds like you're saying Arbuckle, but stupid.
Oh God. Oh.
Kevin. No.
Kevin.
Yo.
That's what Adam sounded like just now to me when he said Kevin.
Kevin, I'm never gonna say man. You're a good guy.
He smoked too much. That's his digitizer speaking.
Oh my God.
Alright. That's another episode of Crafting Chat in the books. Thank you everybody for joining.
Where are these books?
Fucking who are you reading?
Right outside the room.
Huh?
Oh yeah.
Right outside the room.
Yeah, I haven't updated those since episode 20.
That's fine. It's okay. It's still in the books.
He's over
Regardless.
here. People.
Why are you the mask from Crash Bandicoot?
We'll see you guys next Tuesday, same time, same place. Twitch.tv/craftingachat, YouTube.com/starting too late with 2 R's. Next Tuesday, it's July. Have a nice night, everybody. Take care.
Jokes, I don't see you at all.
Next Tuesday is the new month. Bye. Also, happy 150, guys. A very special episode, some would say.
Hey, man, when we reach 200, it'll be a big special episode.